Welcome to July 4th, 2026. Who am I?
Crushing her fingers, breaking her head. My future half-brother's fucking drunk and dead. I watched my mommy scream in pain. He was fucking drunk, he was insane.
All right. Good morning, everybody. So, you watch me make my green tea and my oatmeal with 3 dates and a handful of hazelnuts. I prefer almonds, but we're getting hazelnuts for free right now at the community center. Breakfast. All right, so I just pulled up down here to the shore break. It's finally a shore break, so I'm stoked. I don't know if this is a set, but this is what I'm first seeing here. Over at Blood Alley. It's nothing too big yet. So that was it. South swells though, like it was yesterday, very inconsistent. I could be between sets. I have no idea yet. Like I said, I literally just got here. So I'm gonna give it a look. More than likely, I'm gonna go ahead and just paddle out. And that little wave I saw was closeout, but I could ride that. So hopefully there'll just be a lot more. All right, so here's a little set. About the same as yesterday, so it'll be like chest to head high. It's looking like nothing big, just little closeouts. Look like he's on a mission. All right, I've been washing it for about a half hour, and it's pretty small. It definitely is smaller than yesterday. Whatever, there's little corners. I'm gonna just go get wet and hopefully get some waves. All right, well, it feels like the swell is just fizzling second by second. There's another small little set, so I'm hoping I'm wrong. It is south swells, which are very inconsistent, but again, it's not as big as it was yesterday, so whatever. I'll get some little chest high ones is what I'm guessing. Better than flat. All right, teeny tiny little end bowls. Yep. Don't hold my breath. All right, so you can see the low tide sandbars here. High tide, when it's this small, this won't even be breaking. And sandbars, as you can see right here, where it's still wet, it's getting closer and closer to shore. So if there was swell, this would be firing. If we had a good south swell right now, it would be firing. And even the higher tide, it would work for a while till it got too high. But yeah, whatever. Today's teeny little ankle slappers, I guess. So I'm just gonna try to be patient out there, wait for the half-hour interval sets. Well, one thing, the water is warmer than the air right now. This is nice. So fucking hard today with how small and inconsistent it is to be in the right fucking place. Well, that wave made my session. I should probably go in now, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. I'm going back out. Don't ask me why. So 3-hour session, freezing my balls off out there for 2 waves that didn't come in for about 2 hours into my session. That last hour was just hell too. Ended up getting barged by 4 guys, but whatever. They saw me get those 2 waves. So they pulled up, saw that, just suited up and came out. But whatever. Hopefully they get some good ones. It's just fucking teeny tiny today. That was about a 3-hour session of ankle slappers. It was so long and far between sets that actually in the 3 hours I was out there, 2 sets came in. And one of the sets was about, I don't know, I'd say 2 hours, 2.5 hours into my session before that first set came in. And you know, head high. Nice little tube. And then about 20 minutes later, another set came in, and that's when I got barged by 6 guys. So I was like, whatever. At that point, sitting for 3 hours out there, not really catching anything. I was starting to get cold, and I just decided to come in. Yeah, otherwise, it was a lot of these really small little waist to chest high waves that were gutless, little ankle slappers, like I said. And really hard to sit inside that far in, you know, because it's like, is a set gonna come? The small ones would actually come in and look like they were peeking out on the bar, and I'd paddle out just a little bit too far and couldn't get into them because I'd psych out, be like, oh, it's peeking, and then it would do the back off and hit the inside bar and double up and then go. It was worth getting wet, I'll say that. Again, just a dress rehearsal. I got to paddle and paddle and paddle and freeze and freeze and freeze, because not much surfing going on. But yeah, 3 hours of waiting. But whatever, it's all good. I got wet, I got 2 decent tubes. I got 1 little teeny tube, but nothing phenomenal. Just an average summer day here. Yeah, so today's the 4th of July, and so far this summer I have not been able to sell any of my firewood. Yeah, I don't really come down at night, and nighttime's really when the tourists are wanting to buy firewood. Anyway, this is my beach setup until I head home. Okay, so get a load of this. If you lived where I live, you'd understand. This is Saturday, the 4th of July. It's the epitome of a valley's day off, of a tourist valley's day off. It's a weekend and it's a holiday. And after my session at South Beach, I decided I'm going to run up with the tide coming up and look at Broken Finger Point. Maybe sea monkeys would be doing something. When I got there, the wind was just at the wrong angle and getting shittier by the minute, and it wasn't worth it. So I decided to take the dogs up to Ladies Left. It's a nice bay, a street you pull off of the main highway on, so it's safe for the dogs to run on the beach with no cars, whatnot. I'm not going to worry they're going to run up on the highway. So I'm watching the waves while the dogs are running around, and everyone is getting out of the water. So this is about 1 in the afternoon on the 4th of July, Saturday. Everyone is leaving. It's like a trip, you know. It's not like it's white capping. It's a shitty wind texture on it, but no one's in the water. It's south swell, and I'm seeing the waves on the inside, which would be what I call little girls. And I ended up suiting up for a second session. It's a little bonus session I had that day. And as you can see, the 3 guys that beat me in the water, dad and his wife and kid who were beginning, sitting inside, that's where I should have sat. And I ended up suckered out there. You see the peaks coming from outside and you paddle out to them, knowing I should have just stayed inside at Little Girls. Anyway, I got psyched out, ended up on the outside, as you see here, on these shitty, mushy waves. So take note how shitty these waves really are. Granted, this is kind of wind choppy, and it's only like head high, maybe a small foot overhead at the biggest on the sets, so it's not solid. It was just fun, but take note of how shitty these waves are. This is the wave that it's one of the main spots. This is what people come up to surf, and they tell me the niches that I surf, which you've seen on my footage, that the reason they're uncrowded is because they're shitty waves. I just smile and don't say anything. Granted, they're not big waves. They're little novelties that I found, little nooks that I can surf by myself. At least in my opinion, the shape is way better. They're real waves. They might not hold much size. At head high, they peak out. A couple of these spots will hold well overhead. It's just a matter of when that happens. So again, take note of how shitty this wave is. Granted, I went out, but I'm on my softboard. I'm on a log, a 9-foot log. These guys will take it so serious on their shortboards where they do their like hair whips. They go up like off the lip. That's not a lip, and they whip their hair. Oh, that would look so rad in the photograph, that hair whip. But I'm the kook, so it doesn't matter. I'm on a light blue 9-foot log at Ladies Left. So I have had sessions in the past out here where it was actually really good. Nothing like tubing waves, but really good on a log, or I think even back then I had a 9-foot black tip, and funky. The fins were cantered wrong from each other. They weren't set like computerized or something. They were wrong. And I would manipulate that board into working really good. One swell in particular was so good. I didn't sit at Little Girls, and I didn't paddle outside. I paddled outside and then over deeper to the next peak. And it was so good. You would catch this outside bowl, and when the bowl would end, it would be a side wave that would backdoor itself into Little Girls. It was so good. It was so good, is all I can say. And this wave here, I was at that bowl hoping, the way the angle looked, it was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And this rock that you see on the inside here is basically where you'd be wrapping the inside of the reef at Little Girls. And it didn't work. It hardly ever does, but when it does, it is such a fun little wave. All right, by this point, I was absolutely sick of sitting outside on this sloppy, extremely mushy peak that didn't ever manifest itself into anything with the wall that it came in having. It was just the wall would dissipate. So I was like, what am I doing? You know, I just ended up finally paddling inside where I should have been the whole time, to Little Girls, where the wall will stay manifested in front of you, and it's not very big of a wave, but what a fun little wave, especially if you're on a longer board. Not a longer board, but a long board, or like what I ride, these like the 9-foot softboards. Oh, what a fun wave. I mean, nothing heavy. It's, you know, obviously I'm not getting tubed, but it's like, what a fun little wave. It's one of the addictions. It's like, oh my God, I just had a little burst of endorphins, or is it adrenaline? I don't know. I'm stoked. Life is good. Anyway, thanks for watching my stupid episodes, you guys. I know, you know, I'm just an idiot, and I really appreciate whoever's watching it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Right here where I came in, this whole thing, this is usually just all a beach. What a trip. I guess that last south series of souths we had was solid enough it took the sand out of the cove. All right, so I'm getting home late, considering I left this morning at about 6:30. And getting home, it's probably like 3:30, 3:45 right now. But I had a second session. Like I said, I'm trying to get that frame of mind again of do not drive away from waves. And it's not that it was firing. It wasn't really glassy. It was an ugly, ugly texture on it. But today's the 4th of July, and I went by Ladies Left, and there's South Swell. It takes the South Swell there, where this morning at South Beach was small with every now and then, like I said, 2 hours, 2 sets came in at the end of the 2 hours. Yeah, so Ladies Left is a South Swell magnet. It just pulls the South Swells into there. And there was nobody out. Everyone, when I went and checked the bathtub just to see, you know, I was like, there's people out at the bathtub. It sucks. It's not even good on a South. Everyone was getting out of the water at Ladies Left. It was a trip. 4th of July, like 1 in the afternoon. Everyone was leaving. So I just ran back, and as quick as I could threw my suit back on. I didn't say nothing on the camera until right now.
You don't fucking like me, you made me who I am. You say you fucking hate me, you made me who I am. You and everybody else made me who I am. Society created me and made me what I am.
Too bad the wind was so screwed up, because it was just fucking the lip up a lot. Otherwise, it was sucking out off this. God, Little Girls is so good. It has this suck out little section. You take off, bottom turn, and pull into this section that's just succular. Right in front of you is going, and it's not really tubing. Today looked like it might have been little tubes if the wind wouldn't have been doing what it was doing. Hard to say though. And then always you get inside the cove, where I was saying it's usually sand, and it comes off of that groin, the little ladder groin. It comes off this weird chatter. So you're surfing the wave as this chop chatter's coming at you. And I used to be like, this sucks, but it's just part of the wave, and the wave still has shape. And with the wind chatter and that inside the cove chatter that it naturally just does, it was making it really awkward on my 9.0 to go up and do a turn. It was like I'd do a turn, dig the rail, and choke. And that's why my last wave, I didn't even bank off the little whitewash until right at the end before the ladder, and straightened out and came into the cove that there is no sand. I've never in my life, I don't surf Ladies Left very often, but my whole life it's been a beach in there. And yeah, I've never seen it where there's no sand and it's just a deep rock cove. It was beautiful. It was actually really beautiful. And anyway, whatever. So that was my session at Ladies Left with a camera. Who knows if that'll ever happen again. Even then I was like, I feel stupid, there's people out here with me. It's like, but they paddled out, and I didn't want to go in, so I just was at whatever. We were all kooks, and we were all smiling, and we were all stoked. That was the point. So hopefully you guys enjoy this ridiculous, stupid session. Thanks for watching, y'all.